Alright, Sybil. I think that's it now. I've been everywhere, so let's go to the lair of something.
Ten, 9.
What's your problem?
8, 7.
What do you want? Why are you counting?
6, 5.
Okay, fine, I get it. You don't want us to go that way, is that it?
It is not a question of what I want. It is thou who should not want it. What is more, thou dost not want it. Thou art too slow-witted to see this.
You're wrong. I want to go that way. Something is calling me. It's you who's holding me back.
Because I occupy thy mind. Obviously not as much as I would like, but just enough to, from time to time, make thee listen to reason, and prevent any other beings from inserting themselves in here. It seems to me there are enough of us in here as it is. It is a thankless shell, but I do not feel disposed to sharing it with anything else that might be trying to insert itself.
It's hard to imagine anything worse than you. But doubtless it's better to keep the door shut.
Wise decision.
Okay. Not going to the lair of whispers. My bad. Jesus fuck. God, their attacks is just dumb. What the fuck? Why am I stuck? This game is good when you're... Oh my god, I fucking went in a circle again. Well, fuck that. Get down. Get down! The fuck do you need to wait for her to climb up for? What? Oh, you can climb up that wall, but not this wall. Oh no ho ho. An anvil? The hell? Attack speed massively reduced, but everything else sort of increased. Whoa! Almost went in the wrong way again because this looks like a dead end. Fire damage increase, duration increase, the spell cast instantaneously. That's pretty good. I could start getting that, because that's the only one I'm gonna probably be using. That's for stealth. Really don't need it. Let's just start getting this, I guess. Group Rose hits enemy 3 times instead of twice. There. Only 2. Not bad. Fire doesn't look that great in this game, honestly. I mean, look at this. Oh, I won't even cast it. Well, now it should, right? Yeah, see, it doesn't look that great. I mean, could use a bit of work. This leads me over here, which I can jump down and go there, or I can go this way and go there. They didn't respawn here, which is good. Don't know why they respawned it at the beginning area though. Weird. Ow. Heart dust. Path to Valvenor. Oh, okay. Now I will go to Path to the Ruins, and let's see if they let me go that way. Damn it.
This is not the time for a walk.
Damn it.
I should meet up with the others at Valvenor.
Lame.
Sybil, can I talk to you?
Yes?
I'd like to ask...
What do you want to know?
So then,
Have you discovered any new...
nothing new for now.
Oh, thank God. The nighttime is really annoying. There's that. Then again, I wish it was nighttime all the time. That would be kind of cool.
Here we go. Another one of these hick refugees. There's nothing for you here.
Call me a hick one more time, and I'll be using your face as an anvil.
Let's all remain calm, shall we? Please forgive my error. With all this commotion and all the thankless tasks I find myself confronted with, I often find my attention to detail slips.
Really?
So,
you missed a giant fucking
what can I
hammer
do
on
for
the
you?
back? On my back?
I need more info about Valvanor.
And you have decided
Great.
that I have a sympathetic face. It's the story of my life. Talent worthy of a king's ransom, but surrounded by cretins who only seek that which is free.
It's cretins, but okay.
What can you tell me about the steward?
Oh, don't expect me to say anything bad about Bertolf Chambriad. I'm not always in agreement with him, but I can see that he knows his business. And he keeps the village relatively safe.
It's not very often you see an elf blending in with other cultures. Are there many of you here in Valvanor?
To my knowledge, I was the only one. That is, until Prince Arundel and his acolyte arrived. Does that pose a problem for you?
Not at all.
Well, it does for me. His Majesty the Prince of Imbeciles is going to bring us nothing but trouble.
What can you tell me about the steward?
Oh, don't expect me to say anything.
Do you know the woman who runs the healing house?
Oh, but of course. She's all one hears about lately. Everyone here will tell you that she's a courageous woman, fighting a noble battle. Everyone but me. The woman's insane. There are already far too many mouths to feed in this camp. Clearly, she's fully aware of this, yet she stubbornly insists on making things worse.
And the Red Scribes? Know anything about them?
Oh, certainly. A boring bunch of fusspots, spreading science and preaching the good word while never suspecting that anyone might see through their little game.
Our game? Well, pray tell, give us the details. Please, give us the benefit of your extensive knowledge.
I don't pretend to know about all their little plots. I spend very little time with them, and frankly, I couldn't possibly care less about them. But I am fully aware that pretty speeches serve no better purpose than manipulating minds. They're nothing more than noisy masks behind which hides a reality that is far uglier. The more the melody is sweet, the better it distracts you. And is there anything more disgustingly melodious than the discourse of a red scribe?
When it comes to disgusting discourse, you seem to be something of an expert.
Let's talk about something else. Show me what you have for sale.
Gold. So vulgar to work with. So wonderful to own.
Okay. The Impaler. Pain. Iron Grip. Crafty. Chance of critical hit plus 4%. Oh my. I'm gonna need to get that. Elven Cuirass. Nope, terrible. Not very good. Nope. Ooh, I could get that. Okay, first of all, Crafty, you're mine. Second, Helmet, you're mine. Then let me sell you some things. No, I'd rather break them down for raw materials. Yeah, never mind. I'd rather break you guys down for raw materials. I'll sell these, though. I want all of those. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna recycle stuff I don't need. Resistance to poison. No, I'm gonna stack physical defense. And for this I think I'm gonna just kind of stack literal damage. I don't care about anything else on it. Okay, there we go. Now. Oh my, Tainted Gemstone, Guard of the Dragon. Add chance to set enemies on fire. Chance of critical hit is 6%. I need steel and bones. Physical damage. Ability to interrupt. Physical damage. Physical damage. Physical damage. Chance critical hit. Ability to interrupt. Physical damage. Stealth. I don't need physical damage. Stealth. I will have this though. Brigand Guard. Barbarian Guards? No. I will save up for Deadly Striking. Because God knows, or this, until I find a Tainted Gemstone. Nope. And voila! Exploding Trap, Mana Potion. Elven Greaves. That was worthless. Performer in... Okay.
Mercenary?
Can I do something for you?
No, thank you. I don't need anything for the moment.
I need your help. With all the knowledge accumulated by your scribes, you must have learned a few things about the Ice Lords, right?
We do indeed know some of their secrets, and a good part of their history.
Anything we could use to fight them?
We thought we'd found a chink in their powers that our ritual was supposed to let us exploit. But you saw the result.
That's one way of putting it.
That said, I'm beginning to wonder if we haven't involuntarily brought about the conditions for their end.
I don't get you.
What you have within you could well turn out to be their doom. Even if I don't have the faintest idea of how or why. And unfortunately, as long as we don't know more about it, we also have to fear that it might lead to our doom, too.
Tell me more about your order.
Before the war, our main objective in Creed was to collect and save all kinds of knowledge. We had a presence everywhere on the continent, and had chapters in every major city. We studied and preserved all possible sources of knowledge there. We also dispensed information and care. Because even though we're not the greatest magicians, our knowledge let us come to the aid of the wounded and the sick. I could of course relate our history in detail for hours and hours, but I doubt that is really what interests you.
I'll be going now.
Mercenary helmet, crossbow bolts. Please, for the love of God, tell me that this is not better. Okay, good, it's not. Merc helmet actually has less armor. It just has resistance. Oh, thank God.
Greetings, mercenary. What can I do for you?
I have some questions I'd like to ask you. Do you have any idea about what's happening to me?
I'm afraid I may not be able to help you. Your condition is more due to magic than medicine. Your symptoms remind me of certain mental illnesses, where the subject has the impression he hears voices in his head.
And do these nutcases throw fire and have eyes burning from within too?
You'd be surprised at what they can do. But obviously you're not like them. That being the case, if you study them, you might find some answers. In particular, I'm thinking of the fact that most of these poor madmen end up giving free rein to the darkest side of their personalities. Make sure that doesn't happen to you.
Who's the big snoring elf?
Show some respect, please. That's Prince Arundel.
And?
He's the son of the Elven King, leader of the last army standing against the Deadwalkers.
Yeah, okay. But he doesn't exactly look like he's ready to stand against anything right now. What's wrong with him? What's his problem?
From what I've been told, Relmar brought him here before we arrived. The prince and his men fell in an ambush. Without your friend, he wouldn't have made it out. Unfortunately, he was severely wounded and has probably been the victim of powerful magic. I'm trying to find a cure, but without much success for the moment.
Can I have a look at your stock?
Okay, let me sell this mana potion. Yay! Not anything there. And everything else I can just break apart, so... Healing mana potion. And that's it. Okay.
Relmar, you got a minute?
Yes?
I need your expertise. Will you come with me?
Of course I will. Lead the way.
Relmar, you got a minute?
Yes?
We need to adjust your combat.
What would you like me to do?
I'd like you to take more risks. Take the offensive.
Brilliant. Just waiting for you to give the word.
Relmar,
Yes?
I have a few questions. Elves are pretty rare. I haven't had the chance to talk to many. Can you tell me more about your people?
We are born in the trees, eat only seeds, and we spend all the livelong day singing.
I get the feeling you're fucking with me.
Perish the thought. Well, it's just that we aren't that different from you humans, despite what one hears. Our civilization is obviously a bit older, so we have had the time to learn from our mistakes. We don't really live in the same rhythm as you do. We move a little slower, and most of us are prone to having at least some respect for the past. This is the reason why we never destroy anything, that we prefer to build on top of things.
I've heard that you're immortal?
That joke has lived for 15 generations. I will never get tired of it. No, we're not immortal. We live long lives, though, much longer than you. We are resistant to poisons, rotten food, and toxic body odor, apparently. Unfortunately, these things do not make us immortal.
Don't elves ever make war?
That's an impression we like to give other people. The fact is, we do go to war, just never against each other. You must understand that, given our long lifetimes, battles are fairly futile. This may well be what has motivated the choices of our king concerning the Ice Lords. But we certainly know how to fight, and you'll see proof of that soon enough.
So it's the prince who gives the orders?
The word orders may not be the best one. We do not submit nor obey easily. Our kings are a reference, wise men who can point out the way. They tend to guide us rather than give us orders. But to answer your question, it is his father the king who is the leader of our people.
You seem different from the other elves I've met. Where are you from?
Really? I seem different. And yet I have such pointy ears. And if you really want to know, I actually come from one of the most ancient and noble houses that exists. I'm even linked to the royal family. But I can assure you that I am sufficiently far down the line of succession to be in no danger of being crowned. And my reputation is no help either.
Hey, as far as bad reputations go, every mercenary's got one, so we're used to it.
Let's just say that I got into enough trouble to eventually be considered a traitor to my people. When I got involved in the war, I disagreed with decisions made by the king. He thought that this war, like so many others, would not last. That the conquests won by the Ice Lords would melt away like all the human victories before them had. But I thought differently. Right from the start of hostilities, I began to requisition certain resources I felt necessary for those doing the fighting. More food, more weapons, better armor. When my people discovered what I'd done, I was declared an outlaw, and many saw me as a thief, which, in a manner of speaking, I guess I was.
What a bunch of cowards. If they had listened to you, we wouldn't be in this mess.
I've been telling myself that for years. But I do understand their point of view. It is flawed, but not entirely thoughtless. They have had some time to prepare their forces and to learn the strengths and weaknesses of the Dead Walker army. This knowledge might allow us to turn the tide of the war, even if it does seem too little too late at this point.
Do you know these swamps?
I've been in this area long enough to have explored a fair amount of it, actually. The region is rather inhospitable, which I suppose
That guy
a good
is
thing
not moving.
under the present circumstances.
Look at him, he's frozen.
A good thing? You're out of your
Same
mind.
thing with this guy on the ground.
These swamps are a labyrinth.
All three of these
The
guys are
Dead
just
Walker
like
scouts will never be
standing
autonomous
still.
enough to find their
Oh,
way
that's
to the village
creepy.
by themselves.
That means we should be fairly safe for the moment. At least until a general or an ice lord comes to town.
Except that recently, there has been a change in these swamplands. And I must admit that I no longer feel safe at all.
What do you mean?
Something is affecting the swamplands, corrupting the vegetation and the animals. And I have no idea what it is. But anything that grows or lives here could become a threat. So I strongly recommend that you watch where you put your feet.
Let's change the subject. Let's move on.
Shoot more slowly, but each projectile costs more damage. We'll see. They're not moving either. Oh man.
The swamp is our best defense. Happily, the wildlife are just as keen on attacking the Dead Walkers as they are the villagers. But the situation here in Valvanor grows worse daily. And each new wave of refugees increases the risk of drawing unwanted attention to this jungle.
No Ice Lord scouts who find this village will ever escape to tell the tale. Of that, I can assure you. Also, my men are reinforcing your defenses. Forgive me for saying, but you have some serious weak points. Especially the defenses around that refugee camp of yours.
The arrival of the Freeborn Blades and the Red Scribes has greatly improved our chances of survival, Captain. Believe me when I say that we are most grateful to have you with us. Needless to say, your men and the Red Scribes are welcome and free to go where they will. But as for any other newcomers, our gates are closed. You must understand that our food stores are as limited as our abilities to defend our village. Until you arrived, we had but one person who was even vaguely capable of treating our injured, and the case of Prince Orendil was completely beyond her skills. And there is this beast story, doubtless another fairy tale, the fruit of an alcohol-addled brain. Nonetheless, several of the Watch have gone missing. Something hidden in these swamps is causing these disappearances, but we cannot risk sacrificing any more of the few men remaining to us on sending patrols. Large groups entail moving chrysalids that are unmanageable. The others quite simply do not return.
Silence.
If I were to listen to everyone, I would need 10 times the number of men I have to verify the truth of every tale.
Enough! You must aid me to do this. I am not able to do that. Your endless wailings are unbearable.
In the name of... Vulcan?
But by the gods, man, what is...
This world is condemned. The cold hath invaded its ground, its souls, and its heart. Yet here you stand, waving your limbs like fish taken from the water. Miserably shuffling about to conserve the illusion of warmth and life, and not feel the passing of your last breath, while I must endure your wailings and lamentations.
Vulcan, stop this nonsense immediately.
It is not she who speaks.
All doth fall to ruin about you, yet you still bewail your loose bowels and vomitings. You cannot vanquish your dead walkers, no more than you can vanquish their necromancer masters. They draw their power from the very heart of the world. They drink it, they suckle it dry. Your only chance to cleanse what your own hath corrupted is to go to the world heart and liberate it from its servitude.
The world heart is a myth, a forgotten fairy tale, no more real than dragons or dwarves.
A myth? Continue hiding behind thy puny barricades, and thou wilt soon join thy myths and fairy tales.
Okay.
Cease your pretense. I know you have returned to consciousness.
What the hell happened? I was just listening to the steward blabbing away with the captain, and then...
And then you lost control.
I don't know. It's like something in my head zapped me so it could use my mouth. But I was still there, still thinking what I was saying.
This is not the first time you have felt this presence manifest itself.
No. It's been there since the temple. It's also in my dreams, I think.
Interesting. It would seem that your body is host to some other entity. And it is clearly a spirit of fire.
No kidding. I've got a demon in my head.
Something of the kind. In truth, I could not say what it is. Not yet, at least.
Don't make me laugh. After all, it's you and your disciples that let this thing out of its cage, right?
That has nothing to do with it. Do you have any idea of the implications of this incident?
If it happens again a couple of days from now, they'll all start spitting and throwing rocks at me. I guess I'll have to watch out.
I fear that is the least of your worries. Obviously, you haven't understood. The thing that is inside you, it wishes you ill. There is not enough space inside you for 2 souls. That demon wants your body. It will control you more and more until it has replaced you completely.
Ha! Thou thinkest I crave the body of a mortal? I am a prisoner here. My place is in the world heart.
It will not hesitate to lie to you, to tell you that which you wish to hear, so that you will allow it to consume you.
I never asked for this cage. I never asked to be forced to hear thy every thought. It is I who have been invaded.
It speaks to you. Do not listen to it. Cast it from you. If you do not resist, it will crush your soul.
Hey, take it easy. One at a time, huh? I'm gonna go take a walk.
Okay. Did I level? No.